Biological Code Podcast, a podcast on Germanische Heilkunde. Welcome to the Biological Code Podcast, a podcast on Germanische Heilkunde, the greatest discovery in human history. If I'd give you a key that would enable you to understand the world around you much better, and that would allow you to get rid of your inner stress and reduce fear in your life, while at the same time teach you to become more self-responsible and more at ease with your relationships, would you take it? My name is Martin Hudi, and I will be your host. 20 years ago, I came across Germanische Heilkunde by Dr. Rieke Gerd Hamer, and ever since then it became my passion, my life, and my everyday hobby. I live on a permaculture farm in Europe with my family, and I'm in love with nature and life itself. Throughout my time studying the 5 biological laws that Dr. Hamer had so gracefully discovered, I found that many people, like me in the beginning, had already heard about his discoveries, but couldn't really understand what it was or how to apply it in their daily lives. Germanische Heilkunde is a description of how nature has designed our biological code. But this code does not only apply to all human beings, it also applies to all animals and all plants. So basically, every living being on this wonderful place called planet Earth already lives according to it. It's just that in our modern day society, we are distracted from that code by an abundance of psychological concepts and even more personal opinions floating around. We live lives that are far away from our biological code, and we wonder why we have certain symptoms or why our relationships do not work as we wish. It may be triggering to hear for some people, but natural laws are unchangeable, and they do not care whether you like them or not. Most people think that living a more biological life would mean that something is taken away from them, or that they cannot express who they are anymore, but in fact, the exact opposite happens once we've understood the 5 biological laws. Have you noticed that most people are carrying a heavy backpack of guilt, shame, and a general feeling of it's all too much, while trying to achieve inner peace at the same time? Well, I can tell you that applying the knowledge of Germanische Heilkunde allows you to drop this inner heavy weight. You will lose the fear of sicknesses in general, or of getting an infection. You will learn to understand how your relationship with your partner can flourish, and what your biological needs and those of your partner, your children, your family, and your co-workers are. You will understand that nature doesn't make mistakes. It only seems that way because we didn't understand the biological code. As I said, it was not easy to apply the necessary information of Germanische Heilkunde to everyday life because I had no idea what a morsel would be or how to translate self-devaluation, attack conflict, territorial conflict, or even sexual frustration into everyday language. Little by little, I dug deeper and began to be able to explain it, first to myself, then to my family, and eventually also to friends and people around me who were interested in understanding it. In 2023, I founded the Urkraft Leben Association. It's an international non-profit organization dedicated to preserving and sharing ancestral knowledge, conducting research into connections that promote health and well-being, and fostering tradition and community. This is when Brigitte Kimmerle came into my life. We share the same love for the original findings of Dr. Hamer, and meanwhile, Brigitte teaches Germanische Heilkunde in German within the association. She has been releasing German podcasts every second week for quite a while now, and together with our friend Juliana from Hungary, who was a dear friend of Dr. Hamer and made the video with him about Mein Studentenmädchen book, we decided that now it's the time to release these podcasts to a wider audience. Therefore, we will release podcasts in English, German, and Hungarian every second week. Real-life case studies told through stories, because we all like to listen to stories. We hope you'll like it, and I encourage you to listen not only to the story itself, but also to the biological code behind it. And now, enjoy your journey through the wonderful world of Germanische Heilkunde.